Hello, everybody, and we're back here with the second game of the doubleheader between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. And here's the starting lineup. A few changes for Detroit. You got Jake Wood playing second, leading off. Playing center field, Bill Burton batting second. And here's a change. You got Maxwell in left field batting third. Al Kaline gets the game off. Batting fourth, playing right field is Rocky Colavito. Playing first, batting fifth is Norm Cash. Batting sixth, playing third is Steve Burris. And staying behind the plate for game number 2 is Dick Brown, batting seventh. Playing short is Mr. Fernandez. And on the mound, batting ninth is Jim Bunning. Let's take a look at the New York Yankees lineup. We'll make one change here. Move Moose up. Alrighty. Leading off for the Yankees is Bobby Richardson. Playing second, batting second. At shortstop, Tony Kubek. Batting third, playing right field, Roger Maris. Playing center and doing cleanup. Batting fourth is Mickey Mantle. And playing first, batting fifth is Moose. And playing left field, batting sixth is Yogi Berra. And behind the plate for this game is going to be Johnny Blanchard batting seventh. And Clint Boyer will be playing third, batting eighth. And doing the pitching and batting ninth for the New York Yankees is Ralph Terry. Let's get down to Yankee Stadium and get game number 2 underway, folks. And here we go with the first pitch of the game from Ralph Terry to Jake Wood. And here's the pitch, folks. And that ball is hit down to second. And easy play for Bobby. He fires over the Moose for the first out of the game. And that'll bring up Bill Burton now. Here's Burton. And that ball is hit in the center field. Mick's got plenty of room out there. Makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down. Here's Smokey Maxwell up now. And Smokey gets on with a walk. He trots on down the first. Now what Terry wants to do here. That brings up Rocky Colavito with 2 outs and a runner on first. And that ball is hit down to second. He'll go to short way over to Bobby for the out. For Kubek for the out, rather. And that'll end the inning. So the walk doesn't hurt Terry. We go to the bottom of the first. Richardson, Kubek, and Maris due up. Here's the pitch to Bobby. And that ball's hit in the center field. Burton's got room out there in Death Valley. 1 down. Here's Kubek. And that ball is hit down the third. No, it's not hit down the third. He strikes Kubek out with that X. 2 down here in the first. Here's Roger. And 22. That is hit back to Norm Cash at first. He underhands that ball to Jim covering, and that'll end the inning. 3 up and 3 down for the Yanks. So we go to the top of the second. Still tied up. Nothing. Here's Norm Cash. And he walks Norm. Norm heads down the first. Start this second inning. Here comes Steve Burris. Yanks are looking for a double play here. And that's exactly what they get. That ball's hit hard down the second. Bobby's up with it. Fires over the Tony, over the Moose. And that's 2 outs, nobody on now for Dick Brown. And again, he walks Brown. So Rouse having a little bit of control problem here. That is his third walk already of the game. So we got Brown on at first for Chico. And that ball is hit out the Yogi in left. He's got room. Closes the glove for the third out. And again, the walk doesn't hurt Terry. We go to the bottom of the second. We got Mantle, Scowen, and Barra due up for the Yanks. Here's the pitch to Mick. And he walks to Mick. Not going to blame him too much for that, but Moose has made him pay a lot this year with doing that. Here's the pitch to Scouron. And he strikes the Moose out. 2 down. Here's Yogi. And that ball is hit down the third. Mantle head down the second. That's 2 outs now. Runner on second. And that'll bring up Johnny. Here's Johnny. And that is first on the air. And Mick will end up at third. Fernandez muffs that ball. Throwing it over to first. It goes in the dirt. Norm's able to keep it in front of him now. So we got a runner on first and third. And 2 outs for Boyer. He had a pretty good first game. Let's see if he can keep it up. Let's look and see what he did in that first game, folks. I don't want that. I want this. And go to Daly. He was 1 for 3 with a walk and a double. Let's see if Boyer can continue hitting well here with first and third. And 2 outs and drive Mick in. Hey, Tim. And he strikes out Boyer to end the inning. So the air doesn't come and bite him in the butt, nor does the walk. The Yankees leave 2. It's still knotted up. 0-0 as we start the third inning. We got Bunning and then the top of the order, Wood and Burton due up. Face Terry here in the third. Here's the pitch to Jim. 43. That's going to be hit back to Terry. He fires over to first. 1 down. Here comes Wood. He had a rough first game. He struck out 3 times. Let's see what he does here. A second time up against Terry. And that ball is popped up to short. Quebec's got that all day. That's 2 outs. Here comes Burton now. Can Terry get a 1-2-3 inning? And the answer is yet. That ball's hit well in the right field. But Rogers got room out there. 3 up and 3 down for the Tigers as we go to the bottom of the third. Terry's due up and then the top of the order for the Yanks, Richardson and Quebec. Here's the pitch to Terry. Terry's hitting 200 on the year. Let's see if he can keep it up. And he walks the pitcher. Not what you want to do. All righty. Normally comes back to bite you in the butt. Here's Bobby Richardson up now with a runner on first, nobody out. And I don't think it's going to bite him in the butt. That ball is hit down the wood at second. He fires over the Fernandez, fires over the Norm for the 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs now, nobody on for Quebec. And that ball is going to be hit in the nice center field. But again, there's plenty of room out there. Burton's got it. 3 up. Well, not really 3 up, 3 down, but he faces the minimum with that double play. So we go to the fourth. You got Maxwell, Colavito and Cash due up now. See if Terry can get through the heart of this lineup. And he strikes out Maxwell for the first out here in the fourth. Here's Rocky. And he flies out the Yogi in left field. 2 down, 2 up, 2 down quickly. Here comes Norman Cash. And that ball is hit down to second. And Bobby's up with it. An easy inning for Terry. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still nothing. No score, folks. Here's the pitch to Roger. And he strikes Roger out for the first out of the fourth inning. Here's the Mixter. Old Mick up now. And he walks Mick. Mick trots on down the first. So far, these pitchers have given up a few walks, but they've been able to pitch around it. See if Moose makes him pay this time. Here's the pitch to Moose. And he strikes Moose out. So that is 2 down for Yogi. And Yogi drives this ball into right field. Mick will make his way around second down the third. Nice piece of hitting by Yogi. We got first and third now, 2 outs. And we got Johnny up. Johnny's having a heck of a year so far. Let's see if he can keep it up here. Here's Johnny. And that's a nice hit into right field. And Yogi will trot on down the third. Back-to-back singles here in the fourth. And the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. And we still got first and third and 2 outs. Nice piece of hitting by Johnny. Drove that ball in the right. Here comes Boyer now. Let's see if he can hit this merry-go-round. Keep on going, babe. And he does. Again, he drives that ball the other way in the right field. And they're out to talk to Bunny now. Sure, after giving up 3 consecutive singles. Still first and third. And that brings up Terry. Can he help his own cause? Yankees are up 2-0. Can he make it more here? And he strikes Terry out to end the inning. But the Yanks scored 2 on 2 singles and take the lead here in the top of the fifth. We got Burris, Brown, and Fernandez due up for the Tigers against Ralph Terry. Here's the pitch from Terry. And he walks Burris. Not what you want to do after you just got the lead. Bring the tying run up the bat. Yankees are looking to turn 2 on Dick. He was a catcher. He's got catcher speed here. And that's a 2-ball no count, no strike count on Brown. Can he take advantage of this count? No, he can't. That ball is hit down to Bobby. He underhand tosses that ball to Quebec, who fires it over to Moose. And that's a nice 4-6-3 double play. Terry likes that. Gives a little nod to the gang. And here's Fernandez now with 2 outs, nobody on. And he hits that ball down to Bobby. Bobby's up with it, fires over to Moose. So the Yanks get out of the inning, no damage as we go to the bottom of the fifth, still 2-0. We got the top of the order due up for the Yanks. You got Richardson, Quebec, and Maris. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a fly out to center field. 1 down here in the fifth. Here comes Tony. Tony's 0 for 2. He struck out and flown out the center. And that's what he does again. He hits that ball deep, but again, that's Death Valley out there. That's 2 outs. Here's Roger. He's over 2. He's grounded out and struck out. Here's the pitch to the Maris. And he walks Roger. Roger trots on down the first. That brings up Mick. Mick making pay for it here. Mick's 0 for 0, 2 walks, and he's scored a run. And he strikes the Mick out this time. That ends the inning. Walk doesn't hurt him. We go to the top of the 6th, still 2-0 Yanks. Jim's due up, followed by the top of the order in Wood and Burton. Here's the pitch to Bunning. And he strikes him out. Jim goes down looking. That's 1 down here. Here's Wood. And that ball is hit down the 3rd, and Boyer muffs it. Unbelievable. One of the best third basemen in the game. He muffs it. Puts Wood on at first. Brings the tying run up to the plate. Here's Burton. And he flies out the Mick in center for the 2nd out of the inning. And here's Maxwell. And that's a 2-ball, no strike count on Maxwell. And he pops that ball up to Boyer, and this time Boyer has no problem with this play. So the error doesn't hurt him. And the Tigers leave 1 on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 Yanks. Here's Moose. And that ball's hit to center field. Burton's got it for the 1st out of the 6th. Here's Mr. Berra. And Yog hits that ball back to, I don't think he does hit it back. I think he strikes out, folks. Yep, strikes out Yogi for the 2nd out of the inning. Here's Johnny Blanchard. And Johnny hits that ball to deep center field, but Burton's got room out there. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Yanks. We go to the 7th inning. Still 2-0. Here's Rocky. The pitch to Rock. And that is a single in the right, folks. First hit of the game. First base hit of the game. Rocky gets a single here. That brings up the tying run, so you got to watch. He could give up the no-hitter and end up giving up the lead here. Here's the pitch to Cash. And that ball is driven into right field. And Colavito will make his way to 3rd. So now back-to-back singles. 1st and 3rd. Nobody out. Yanks will play back for 2. Trying to limit the damage here. Here's Boris due up. And he walks, the bases loaded. Terry's falling apart here in the 7th, folks. They're out to talk to him. Had a no-hitter going. Now you got bases juice. Nobody out. Again, you got the catcher, Dick Brown, up. They'll play back for 2. And that ball is hit into left field. And Colavito will stay put. That's a big out. Yogi fires the ball back in and wasn't all that deep. Here comes Fernandez. Again, the Yanks will still play back here for the double play. 63, and that's a fly out the center. And again, not deep enough. They ain't going to send slow running Colavito against Mick's arm. 2 outs. And we got to take Jim out of the game here, unfortunately. He's pitching a hell of a game, but bases loaded. Can't let him bat. So who are they going to bring in here? They're going to bring their only lefty in, Osborne, the pitch hit for Bunning. All righty, bases loaded. Can Terry get out of this mess with nothing, nobody scoring? Here's the pitch to Osborne. And that ball is hit back to Terry. Terry fires over the first. He gets out of a bases loaded, nobody out, jam. Woo! And we go to the 7th inning stretch, folks. And it is still 2-0 Yanks. Who would have thought that? Good piece of pitching for Terry after he got himself in a mess. Fox will come on the pitch here in the 7th inning because that Detroit Tiger bullpen is tired. Here comes Terry in the pitch. He's got the bottom part of the order due up. Boyer, Terry, and then Richardson, the top of the order. Here's the pitch to Boyer. And he walks Clint. We're going to let Terry try to sacrifice Boyer down there. He got out of that jam. We'll let him come out for the 8th inning and see what happens here. Here's the pitch to Terry. And 2 strikes on the batter. He misses 2 attempts to bunt. He's still going to square around, try to get the bunt down. And he strikes him out on a miss attempt to bunt. He fouled it off. That's strike 3. Terry goes down. Here comes Bobby Richardson up with a runner on first. 1 out now. And that ball's hit down the short. Fernandez is up with it, throws over the wood, over the cash to end the inning. The old 6-4-3 double play. So we make our way to the 8th inning. Top of the lineup due up for the Tigers: Wood, Burton, and Maxwell. Here's the pitch to Wood. And that ball is hit down to second. Bobby's got that. He throws over to first. And that's 1 down here in the 8th. Here comes Mr. Burton. And that ball's hit down the Quebec down at short. Tony fires over to Bill for the 2nd out of the inning. Here comes Maxwell. And that ball is hit down the 2nd. And Bobby's up with that easy play. 3 up and 3 down for Terry. What a difference an inning makes. A lot less stressful than that 7th inning. We got Quebec, Maris, and Mantle due up against Fox. Here's the pitch to Tony. And that ball's hit the left field. Maxwell's got it. 1 down. Here comes Roger. And that's going to be a single in the center. Nice piece of hitting by Maris. It brings up Mick now. 1 out and a runner on first. Be nice to get some insurance runs here for the top of the 9th. Here's Mick. And that's 2 balls and no strikes on Mick. Can he take advantage of this hitter's count? 40. That ball is hit down the first. Cash fires it over to Fernandez covering at second. That's 2 outs. And that puts Mick on at first for Moose. And he lines that ball into, no, he doesn't. That ball is hit down the third. Boris is able to make the play, stops it from going in the left field. And that ends the inning, folks. Yanks leave one on. We go to the top of the ninth. You got Colavito, Cash, and Burris due up here. We'll let Terry try to finish this game. Here's the pitch to Rock. 35. He walks Rock. We're going to get him out of here now. We got the lefty up now in Cash. So we're going to bring in Luis. See if he can close this game out for him. Terry pitched a hell of a game. He can't lose it. Got to run on first is his responsibility. Alrighty, here we go. Runner on first. Nobody out for Norm. Runner called off first. Picked him off. What was Rock thinking about? Geez, you Pete's. That was pretty stupid on his part. Man, the old lefty got him. One out now, nobody on. Here's Norm. And he walks Norm, puts him at first. What you want to see here after getting the pick off. Here comes Boris. Tying runs up at the plate now. And what is these Tigers thinking about? They're sending Norm down the second on a steal, and he is out by a mile. Not even close, folks. Not even close. Stolen base. Caught stealing is what I want. Not even close. Base running blunders is just killing the Tigers here in the ninth. And here's the pitch to Boris. And that ball is hit in the right field. Maris has got room. And that'll do it. As the Tigers just ran themselves out of this ninth inning, folks. Let's take a look at the box score here. Great day for the Yanks. Boyer, hot bat, kept the Yankees. Boyer led the offense with the Yankees going 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. I don't know if that's leading the Yankees. Yankees are now 19-8 in the season, and Tigers fall to 15-14. The Yankees are going to host the Senators, and Detroit's going to travel on down the I-95 to Baltimore. Here's the line score. No runs on 2 hits and an error. The Yankees 2 runs on 4 hits and an error. Great pitch. Great pitch. And who had the 2 hits? Colavito and Cash had the 2 hits. And Boyer had a hit. It was the bottom of the lineup that did the damage here. Yogi, Blanchard, and Boyer. Let's take a look at the pitchers here. Like I say, Bunning, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, walked 4, struck out 8. Fox came in, pitched 2 innings, only gave up 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 1. Terry goes 8 innings, gives up 2 hits. He walked 6, though, only struck out 2. And Luis comes in, pitches the 9th, gives up a walk, and that's it. Let's take a look at the scorecard here. Terry, like I said, had the bases loaded there in the seventh. I'm sorry, in the eighth, wasn't it? Yeah. No, it was the seventh. Had the double play there. Yanks get all those runs there in the fourth, a walk, and three singles in a row with 2 outs. Nice piece of hitting and all by the Yanks. Let's do some fast play here. American League. You got White Sox and Athletics and a double hitter. Let's see what happens here in game one in Chicago as Kansas City travels to the White Sox. Well, the Athletics win game one, 5 runs on 16 hits and an error. White Sox 2 runs on 10 hits and no errors. See what happens here in game number 2. And the White Sox bounce back and split the double hitter. Athletics 9 runs on 16 hits and no errors. White Sox 10 runs on 16 hits and an error. Now we're going to travel to Cleveland for a double hitter between the Orioles and the Indians. Here's game number 1, folks. Yeah, exactly, Tim. Get picked off and then try stealing. Sure. The pickoff is the one that was crazy. Old Rock ain't got no speed at all. No speed at all. Cash ain't slow by no means, but still, you're going to try to steal, get him in scoring position. His run don't mean crap. Let's see what the asterisk here is. Athletics let 17 runners on. Orioles win the first game, 8 runs on 13 hits and an error. Indians 4 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors. Let's see what happens here in game number 2. And Cleveland comes back and takes game number 2. Orioles 5 runs, 11 hits and an error. The Indians 10 runs on 13 hits and an error. And we'll go to Minnesota. And the Angels travel to take on the Twins. And the Angels win 5 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. And the Twins 3 runs, 9 hits and 2 errors. We'll head on out to D.C. here as the Red Sox take on the Senators for a doubleheader. Here's game number 1. And the Senators win. The Red Sox 2 runs, 7 hits, and 5 errors. I'm sure that's what that asterisk is. Yep, 5 errors, turned 4 double plays, though. What's the asterisk here? 4 double plays by the Angels, and like I say, the Athletics left 17 on. Here we go to game number 2 between the Senators and the Red Sox. And the Red Sox come back and win game number 2, 7 runs on 12 hits and an error. And the Senators 6 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. And that's the last game for the American League, folks. Let's take a look at the standings after May 14th. You got the Yankees on top by a game over the Angels, 3 up on the Indians. They're 5 up on Red Sox and Tigers, 5.5 up on the White Sox. They're 7 up on the Orioles and Twins. Kansas City Athletics are 10 games back, and the Senators holding everybody up in 11 and a half games back after May 14th. I want to thank Tim for stopping by here at Yankee Stadium. Hope you all enjoyed this game. Like I say, the Tigers run themselves out of the game as the Yankees win 2-0 on a great pitching performance by Terry here in game number 2. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for reminders. And on your way out of the Yankee Stadium and you're getting on the subway, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, you all take care and have a great evening.